Hello and welcome everybody to the PRA Network 2. I'm your host Justin Phoenix, and tonight we are at the Concord Speedway for the Short Track League in PRA for the doubleheader Monday, Week 3. First, we will have the Asphalt Assault Series and the Street Stocks, and then at 10 p.m. Eastern, we will have the Late Model Stocks. And we got an exciting one for tonight because this track is one of those tricky tracks. This track is not the typical oval. It's a triangle, and yeah, it's going to be a challenge. I've already had a couple people wish that I chose a different track for the schedule, so there's that. Located in the heart of NASCAR country, North Carolina's Concord Speedway features two adjacent oval tracks. The larger track, which has a grandstand seating for 8,500 spectators, bills itself as the world's fastest half-mile tri-oval and is really a sort of mini Pocono with three very distinct turns with different radii and banking: 14 degrees for turn 1, 11 degrees for turn 2, 14 degrees for turn 3. For each turn in straightaway, each straightaway, 8 degrees for the start-finish line, 10 degrees for the short chute that connects turn 1 and 2, 11 degrees for the backstretch. Chassis setup is critical for achieving good lap times and a car that works in traffic. Owner Henry Furr opened Concord in 1982 as a short 0.4-mile dirt oval. He later paved the track, at the same time lengthening it to a full half-mile with the addition of the third turn in place of the original backstretch. The track had seating for over 12,000 fans prior to the recent downsizing that saw the turn 1 grandstands convert to a dirt berm. A quarter-mile conventional two-turn oval, originally dirt but also now paved, sits adjacent to the tri-oval. The smaller track has its own grandstand, accommodates 2,000 spectators. The tri-oval hosts a weekly program featuring super and limited late model stock cars, while the quarter-mile oval is home to both Inex Legends and Bandolero divisions. Concord Speedway has in the past operated under the names Concord Speedway, New Concord Speedway, and Concord Motor Speedway, names that have been used for now closed racing facilities in and around the town of Concord. So, that is a little brief history of the Concord Speedway track. We are currently waiting for the practice lobby to come up, and so in the meantime, we're going to take a look at last week's We're going to take a look at last week's race results. And I've got it on Sim Racer Hub. Shout out to them for what they do over there at Sim Racer Hub. They make this a whole lot easier to keep track of stats, and I appreciate that. So last week we saw Jacob Schneider win yet another race. He led 19 laps, whereas Riley Frost actually led the most laps, 23. But Jacob Schneider came out victorious. And near the end, there was an awesome race between second and third place, which was Chucky Walden and Landon Lacey. We saw them go neck to neck all the way to the finish, and they crashed each other going across the line, which saw Chucky Walden going for the second place finish. If Jacob Schneider wasn't there, that would have been a heck of a race for the win right there. But it was still a heck of a race for second place, and it was exciting to watch. I don't have a replay available. I wish I could do all that, but I'm not professional enough. I don't know how to do all that. I apologize. Maybe in the future when somebody teaches me how to do all this stuff. But anyway, that was the race results for last week. And now we are going to see the point standings for this week. I can get it up. Here we go. Jacob Schneider is the points leader, 6 points over Riley Frost. And so, with that being said, I wanted to say this. Jacob Schneider messaged me just a few minutes ago and said he's not going to be able to make it tonight. So his streak of winning races is going to come to an end. He's going to have to take an LPP tonight, a last place points position. So somebody new is going to win. There's no way around it. Somebody new is going to win tonight. That's going to shake up the point standings. Jacob Schneider's probably not going to be in the lead anymore unless something catastrophic happens to Riley Frost, which can happen. We'll see. But here's the lineup. We got Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Joel Crozier, Chucky Walden. I'm sorry. Apologize. Austin LeBlanc, Landon Lacey, David Phillips, Roger Saucier, Trenton Besgrove, Dylan Davis, Brandon Farley, Max Cost, Brandon Torres, Anthony Graham, Quinn Campbell, Caden Henry Oaks, and Cody Johnson made week 1. He's not a full-time driver, and the rest of them are not full-time drivers. So that is your point standings for tonight's race. So in the meantime, we're going to think about what the implications are of Jacob Schneider not making tonight's race. Going to put Riley Frost up very close to the lead if he does well tonight. I am going to assume that he's going to, but anything can happen in these short track races. And so we got him, and we got Joel Crozier. He's a newcomer to PRA, so that'll be a good thing for him. I'm really excited to see Chucky Walden. He's tied for 3rd in the points. That is the highest he's ever been in any of our point standings so far. I'm really proud of him. He's been in PRA for years, as he's been there as long as I've been. So it's good to see him up there. Austin LeBlanc's down to 5th. He's the current reigning champion for the street stocks, and he does have a bonus point from leading a lap. So, yeah, we're going to have a new person getting the pole tonight. We're going to have a new winner for sure. So that's going to make things a little bit interesting. And so while we wait for the lobby to come up, I want something. I'm going to... Give me just a moment. Just checking on something real. All right. We're going to pull in our official for tonight, Shannon Milliken. Shannon Milliken, welcome to the broadcast booth. What's your opinion of Concord Speedway, and what do you think we're going to expect tonight? Jacob Schneider has put in an LPP. He's not going to be here, so we're going to have a new winner. That's going to shake up the point standings a little bit. I don't know if you've been watching the broadcast and hearing me, but yeah, so Jacob Schneider's not making it tonight. So it looks like Riley Frost is going to be the de facto leader unless something catastrophic happens to it. What are your thoughts on the race for tonight?
Well, if anybody's ever raced Concord, as I like to call it, Concord, however you want to say it, this is a small, angry Pocono. And Pocono's pretty angry in and of itself. This,
Yeah.
If you don't have car control in this race, you will die, and I expect this. Your tires. See, what kills everybody is the tri-oval, the little dog leg in it. What'll end up happening is people are going to try and take it full throttle, which is great until your tires melt off and it no longer has grip and you just spin the car anyway. So it'll be. I'm either really gonna have to do my job, or I'm not gonna have to do anything. That's usually how it goes anyway. So.
And last week you weren't able to be here, but I was the official and the broadcaster at the same time, and I kind of I relaxed on a little bit of the rules. I know that you're supposed to get an EOL if you self spin, but I was kind of policing it to, if I'll give you a freebie self spin if you don't collect somebody else in the wreck. But if you do it more than once, I'm going to have to start giving you EOLs, and then the penalty system will start getting in place. And it kind of worked out. The only person got close to getting any points penalties was Lance Sater. And there's a little special thing. If he spins one time tonight, he gets a nickname.
Oh, is that what we're giving him? Sweet.
We'll say the nickname once it happens, but I remembered.
Yeah.
I hope Below is watching.
It'll be a fun race. I mean, it's not. This track is not as bad as everyone makes it sound.
Yeah, I've already had two
You
requests.
just gotta know how to do it.
I've already had two requests to change the track.
One of them wasn't gonna be here anyway. He cries too much. So.
That's our buddy Below he's talking about there.
So,
yeah.
Well,
I just
telling me I have to update.
I wanted to get your thoughts on tonight's race before we started. Street stocks and late model stocks. Which ones do you think will have the most calamity?
Late model stocks because they're faster and not that many people know how to drive.
And you hear it, folks. That's from our race official for tonight. He may have to lay down the law on self spinners. We'll see though. Man, I just have to say, over the weekend, I did a 6-hour broadcast over at ESRA, and it was for our AI championship on AMS2, and I fell asleep on live stream about 3 hours in. So, if anybody wants to hear me snore on the live stream, go back and watch that.
Oh, I'm sure that's fantastic.
Yeah, we are very casual over at ESRA, so don't expect a professional looking broadcast. Which if you're expecting professional broadcast from me tonight, you've come to the wrong place. I even said it before I got you in here. If somebody wants to teach me how to do all the pro stuff, getting replays from last week on and all that stuff, please, by all means, get in here and show me. I'll even send it over to your your Discord stream and have that live. I don't care. But yeah, we just like to have fun here. At least I do. That's the hard part about short track racing. I want to have fun. I like calamity, but whenever calamity happens, people get mad, and then you got to police it.
I have tons of fun pissing everyone else off.
It looks like the lobby is up. I'm able to register.
Yeah, I had to update something. I wasn't sure what I had to update.
Yep, I'm able to register, and I'm joining now. So anybody watching live, the lobby is open. I'm going to tag everybody in Discord right now, actually. And so one thing I wanted to address on the live stream before we get started, there was a late race incident, a post-race incident last week that we had to take care of. And Austin LeBlanc got a warning. And other than that, that's about it. I mean, he did some stuff he shouldn't have done after the race, and we talked about it. We had Dylan Davis and Austin LeBlanc talk about it after the race, and everything's good. We're okay with rivalries here.
Yeah, I don't care if you want to race hard. It's when you race hard and ruin 10 other people's race, then I have a problem with you.
Yeah, and also, the biggest part about that was post-race. It didn't really change anything. It didn't mess anybody's race up.
It didn't hurt anybody. I mean, if people want to race hard, they can race hard. That's fine. It's just, it doesn't need to be 40 cautions of racing hard.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep, I agree.
We've seen it once this season, and we've actually kind of seen it a lot more than normal. this time around that you can race hard and race clean. It's possible.
Absolutely. I know that you normally stay down there in the arcade chat, so you know, whenever this gets started, if that's where you want to be, or if you want to be up here for the race, if Racer Chick wants up here, she's more than welcome.
Yeah, I'll bounce down here in a second once I get in the session.
Yep, I'm in. I'm watching the practice now. I'm going to set up my director mode so it just automatically switches to cars that are on the track. So anytime during the live stream you see the iRacing just kind of switch to a random camera angle that I don't like, that is iRace TV. It just sometimes goes to a camera that doesn't make sense, and I'm like, why is it showing that?
It does that to me too. If I'm just sitting there, it'll just randomly switch, and I'm like watching, but I don't touch anything.
Yeah.
It'll just randomly switch to scenic view, and I'm like, I can't see anything anymore. And that's usually when somebody decides to break something. So
I just seen Austin LeBlanc have a lazy spin coming off of turn 3. I'm gonna have to make sure not to say turn 4 because there's not 4 turns on this track.
I mean, if we're doing a traditional NASCAR style, there's technically 6 turns around this track.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I was getting ready to say the entry of the turn and then the exit of the turn, so that makes 6 turns.
Oh, I forgot the UI change. I haven't done this since the UI change. This is gonna be.
Oh, it's not bad, dude. The UI is very. It makes sense. Everything about it makes sense. So it's like, oh, okay, that's where that's at. I think it's nice and clean. Like I left it up on the broadcast last week for a few minutes and didn't even realize it because it's so unintrusive, like it used to be. It used to be very intrusive. Okay, Jacob Schneider just messaged me and said his wife signed him in. He might make it.
Oh, God.
So
Help.
All that pre-race build-up that I gave for Riley Frost just went out the window, maybe.
Everybody, prepare for the ass kicking you are about to receive.
And while I've got you here, we are in the works of something for 2026 with the Short Track League, and it was an idea that Jacob Schneider came up with. I asked him for the idea. It wasn't that he was intruding and trying to force it on me. I asked him what would work best. So get prepared for our social media and all that. We'll probably be posting something in a couple of months because it's going to be a 2026 thing. And so I'm excited. I'm hoping everybody will be excited. I'm not going to give any details about it yet, but it is going to be an addition to the Short Track League that we have now that will probably help the lack of participation. So, and then on top of that, we got a second thing that's coming that's not necessarily short tracks, but it's going to be Monday nights and I'm going to be running it. So we got a lot going on in 2026. And Kubinator, he is now starting his NASCAR league. So if you're interested in, what is it, Truck Series now?
I think so.
I haven't looked into it yet because it currently is a holiday for me and I haven't been on Discord a lot reading stuff. But Kubinator, one of our, Joey Kuba, as you've probably seen him in broadcast, he's one of our officials. He is going to be hosting a NASCAR series, and I think it's Craftsman Truck Series. Don't quote me on that yet. When I verify all that information, I'll bring it next broadcast. But if you're interested in a NASCAR league, I think it's on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think that is the case. And all of our schedules are always on Grid Finder. So if you want to go to gridfinder.com/C/Prodigy Racing Association, make sure you capitalize the P, the R, and the A. It won't go if you don't capitalize them. And you'll see all of our race schedules for iRacing, all the races, scheduled races for Gran Turismo 7, and others. We're still trying to work on the others a little bit. PSN Wreckfest and PC Wreckfest don't necessarily use Grid Finder much. But anyway, Flash, Shannon, you got any final words before the beginning of this event?
I suck at Concord.
Making some
I'm
laps.
just out here running. Yeah, I'm just driving around.
Well, it looks like Riley Frost right now is 0.2 of a second above Chucky Walden in the practice session. Chucky had an impressive performance last week, finishing second, put himself fourth in the points. So I was saying before the beginning of the lobby opening, if Jacob Schneider didn't make this race, that could move Chucky up to the podium position in the points. And this is the highest he's ever been. Yeah, this is the highest he's ever been.
Loud and clear.
In any of our point standings. I think even the third series.
Well, alrighty, buddy. I'm gonna bounce out of here.
All right, dude.
Get ready for my speech.
Yes, sir. And while I set up the calibration, let's just move that over there so you're not watching everything I'm doing here. And we will be right back. You can listen to the cars on the track. Okay, sorry about that. The keybinds for my Logitech G29 for some reason just would not work, and the G-Hub app is bugging out and won't recognize my steering wheel for some reason. Did an update right before I got on, so that's probably what the cause of this is. I'll probably have to restart my computer to even the steering wheel. So, that being said, it's a good thing I'm not racing tonight. Mic check, mic check.
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much. I'm going to keep you guys muted, but Shannon's here. He will be the official tonight. For the sake of the broadcast, I keep them muted.
I tried to black flag you for saying hi to me and it didn't let me.
I haven't seen any of these new things here yet, so I apologize. I'm just clicking around, looking at stuff. This is so much better. Wow, that is so much better. Turn the radio off. Alright, that is the end of practice. We're getting ready to qualify. Alright, it's time for qualifying. So far, Riley Frost is on the point. So far, we got Riley Frost, Austin LeBlanc, Dylan Davis, Brandon Farley, David Phillips, Trenton Besgrove, Joel Crozier. There's Chucky Walden going out to make his qualifying lap. So far, there are 8 cars on the board, and there will be 9 with Chucky Walden. Roger Saucier gets second. So far. All right. Chucky Walden with 5th place. Is Jacob Schneider going to make it for the street stocks? Waiting for this final minute. Number 13 making some practice laps. All right.
Can everybody hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Shannon, on the broadcast.
Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to Concord Motor Speedway. If you have not raced with us before, let me give you some tips. I don't mind hard racing, but if you're a jackass, I will penalize you. You have been decent the last 2 weeks. Very, very decent. I appreciate it. You have proven to me that this series has hope that you can run clean and fast and hard at the same time. That being said, if you're going to go door banging here and you ruin someone else's time, I will have a chat with you. You don't piss me off, I won't have to piss you off. If you understand, say so. Alrighty, thank you for your participation. So, how I'm calling this, as even as I can, it will be boys have at it. I will be lenient until you give me a reason not to be. So, that being said, good luck, boys. Everybody have a fun time, and the first person to wreck Maytag will get 5 extra points. If you don't know who Maytag is, that's Chucky Walden. Thank you, and have a good night.
And so our series admin has spoken. We are getting ready to go green flag racing here in the street stocks at Concord Speedway. And again, I have muted the driver chat, so you can't hear them complaining about how we officiate. So, we are going to look at the starting lineup. I know that it went through it already. But we have Riley Frost, Roger Saucier, Austin LeBlanc, Dylan Davis, Chucky Walden, Brandon Farley, David Phillips, Trenton Besgrove, Joel Crozier, Damon Henry. That will round out the 10 cars that are in the field tonight. And Jacob Schneider just logged in. He didn't make qualifying, but he made the race. Y'all are in trouble now. Jacob Schneider just logged in. It's gonna be fun to watch him come from the back. He's already done that once this season.
He's got 40 laps to do it, so good luck.
And we watch them roll off the start-finish line. Riley Frost gets a pole position. That's 2 poles this season.
He made it to the grid in time.
Yes, he did. Just so you know, I can't hear any of you but Shannon. So if I'm talking over you, I apologize. That's the last time I'm going to say anything this race. Good luck, guys. You're on broadcast. YouTube on PRA Network 2. And Twitch on PRA_network. Thanks for coming. All right. This is going to be a race now. Riley Frost is going to have to work on getting as far away from Jacob Schneider as possible before he gets through the field. Roger Saucier is going to line up on the outside. He has won a championship last season in the super late models. That was his first championship in PRA history. He's been with us ever since season 1 of iRacing here at PRA. We enjoy having him. He wasn't able to make it last week, but he got an LPP, and we are green flag racing here at Concord Speedway. Side by side, going into turn number 3. Roger Saucier on the outside, Riley Frost on the inside. Roger just led that lap. Got Austin LeBlanc in 3rd place. Dylan Davis, who's had a string of bad luck this season in both series, is in 4th place. Chucky Walden in 5th place. Behind them is Brandon Farley. Jacob Schneider has already made it to 6th. He's on the inside of Brandon Farley. And there he makes the pass. Brandon Farley gives him plenty of room. He falls in line behind Jacob Schneider. Behind him is Joel Crozier of the 13 car. Behind them is David Phillips in the 88 Taco Bell car. 13's the Detroit Lions. We got another Taco Bell car behind him. That's Damon Henry, and we got Trenton Bestgrove, who's already got heavy damage. Let's look at the leaders. Riley Frost, Roger Saucier, Austin LeBlanc. David Phillips has a 2X. What just happened to him? I don't know. I'll have to watch it back. We're going to watch David Phillips back here real quick. He spins it. Oh, into the outside wall, but he doesn't bring out a caution. So that's what happened to David Phillips. But he's going to have some work to do. These guys do have one fast repair, sorry. They have one fast repair, so if there's a caution, they can definitely get in there and get repaired. And the leaders are now catching lap traffic. 10 laps into the race. Riley Frost is going to have to work his way around the lap traffic of Trenton Bestgrove. It's Riley Frost, Roger Saucier, Austin LeBlanc still 3rd. Jacob Schneider has moved up to 4th, no surprise. Dylan Davis down to 5th. Chucky in 6th. Joel Crozier in 7th. Damon Henry is on the outside. Ooh, that was close. Of Brandon Farley. Let's watch the leaders here. They're catching the 14.
It's not a dirt track, Maytag.
Maytag sideways. And now Riley Frost is working his way around Trenton Bestgrove, lap car. And meanwhile, Roger Saucier is down to the back bumper of Riley Frost. But the one that we got to watch for is Jacob Schneider riding on board with him right now. He is in 4th place, looking and hunting down the 3rd place car. He's going to probably use that lap car to help him catch up. He is right down on the line in turn number 2. He's right on the bumper of Austin LeBlanc. Austin's trying to not let him go, but they're going to go 3 wide. Maybe. Nope. Jacob Schneider thought better of it. Jacob's now on the inside of Austin LeBlanc. Looking back at Austin LeBlanc from the front of Jacob Schneider. Now he's got to reel in second place. Meanwhile, we'll watch the battle here for the lead. Riley Frost in the lead. Roger Saucier still second. 0.6 of a second back. Right now, looks like so far Riley Frost has the best lap of the race. The 17.200. Right behind him is Jacob Schneider with a 17.211. Jacob has been working through traffic while Riley has had clean air for the most part. Now he's got to get around the lap car of David Phillips. David goes high, lets him go. They both get around. Roger Saucier lost a couple of tenths of a second there. Now Jacob Schneider's up on the lap car of David Phillips. Let's see how he gets around the lap car. Lap car goes really wide and loses a little bit. Now there's a race. There's a race, and Trenton Bestgrove gains a position while passing Austin LeBlanc. Austin's down to 4th. Oh, David Phillips wiggled there. He is having a hard time with that car right in front of Dylan Davis. I'm sure Dylan's not looking at that very fondly. Excuse me. So now we have Jacob Schneider catching up to Roger Saucier. Oh, they get into each other. Roger makes that car very wide usually. He is down all the way on the bottom of the track. He is blocking hardcore. Meanwhile, Riley Frost is loving seeing that in his mirror because he is pulling away. Jacob Schneider is going to have to make the pass on the outside. Roger just moved up into him. What a battle right now for second place between Jacob Schneider and Roger Saucier. Jacob's going to try to inside move. He moves him a little bit. He got around him, but Roger's going to be right there back to cross back over. The 14 of Trenton Bestgrove is right there in the middle of them. They are side by side, door to door. Meanwhile, Austin LeBlanc is looking out his front end at the two battling. He's catching them while they're battling. Oh, and there's a spin. That was hard racing. That's a caution. That's not what Riley Frost wanted to see. All right. Those are the first incident points that Jacob Schneider has received all season.
Under normal circumstances, I would have given that an EOL. However, if you're going to block for 10 laps and you get shipped for it, sorry, that happened.
And so let's see here. Let's get a better look at this. Do this. We're going to rewind it because this was not just one incident. It was several laps, as we were definitely watching on the broadcast. These two were going door to door. Roger is doing everything he can to keep Jacob from passing him. They're making contact constantly all the way around the track. Jacob finally gives him the the bumper. I mean, listen, you block for that many laps, you're eventually going to get spun. So I agree with our official on that one. You can't block that long and expect not to get turned for it. So, yeah, under normal circumstances, if he was just pitted for, no reason at all, that would have been an EOL for Jacob Schneider. But that was a tough battle. I'm sure there's going to be some fireworks from that one. And no love lost for Roger Saucier. I like the guy. He's our current super late model champion. I'm glad he's been here. He's got more starts than anybody in our short track league. I'm actually going to look it up. Oh, we're going green. Going green. Let's get back live here. Now it's Riley Frost and Jacob Schneider with 4 to go at the line. Green flag, here we go. Now Riley Frost has to show why he has the fastest lap of the race. Jacob Schneider had to work his way through the entire field to get to his back bumper. A caution really favored him. Is he going to win 3 in a row? Here we go. 3 laps to go. He's on the inside of turn number 1. Riley Frost, Jacob Schneider, side by side. Turn number 2 into turn number 3. We're going to have 2 laps to go this time by. 2 laps to go this time by. We're going to keep it glued to these 2 guys. Jacob Schneider on the inside, Riley Frost on the outside. These are the 2 top contenders so far this season. Riley Frost is not giving up. He's on the outside line. Here we go to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Chucky Walden is 5th. Roger Saucier is 4th. He's up to Austin's bumper. We got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Roger's trying to make it to 3rd. Who's going to get it? Is it going to be Riley? Is it going to be Jacob? Jacob wins 3 in a row in the street stocks. Starting from the rear. 3 in a row. Wow. Wow. 3 in a row from Jacob Schneider. From starting from the rear. Clean pass on Riley Frost. Riley Frost kept it clean off of him. There wasn't any contact made.
Roger went from like the back to 3rd.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry, 4th in 2 laps.
He almost had 3rd. He almost
Top
had 3rd.
to the Discord, please.
And that was an awesome race. So we're going to watch that back one more time. Let me go back to the actual final lap. Here's the final lap of that race. Got Jacob Schneider sideways off of turn 1. Going into turn 2, they're fine. Turn 3, they get the white flag. Riley has the lead. Going into turn 2, coming out of turn 2, going into turn 3, but Schneider has it. Riley's heavy on the gas. And that allows Jacob to just take it away. Right at the end. Wow, what a race. Jacob Schneider with the victory here at Concord. That's 3 in a row. We're going to interview our racers, our top 3. And that will be Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, and Austin LeBlanc. First of all, let's get our third place. Third place, Austin LeBlanc. Man, you got to see a heck of a race in front of you, all while defending Roger Saucier. Man, how does it feel?
It feels good to be back in the podium. Yeah, I mean, that race, the whole race was just amazing. Concord's always been one of my favorite tracks. And just to come back after spinning out last week and finishing almost dead last to this is pretty good. And, man, I was watching the replay back in between that battle with me and Roger. It was close the entire time. I mean, I want to go back in time and see how close it was with the finish. But, I mean, it was like less than a bumper. He would have gotten me if we had one more round. So,
yeah, the interval between you and Roger was 0.02 seconds.
My point exactly. I mean, I don't know how I managed to do it. I always manage to make a show out of what I do. So, I mean, remember the first one last season where I won by a bumper?
Yes, you did. Over Roger. Over Roger, of all people.
Yeah, it was Roger. That's right.
Well, you want to make any shout-outs, man? Congratulations on your third place finish.
Thanks. I mean, like always, I have family that watches the streams. Thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for hosting these races, and can't wait for the late model stock. I've actually had a little bit of time to practice and make a little setup for it, so I'm pretty excited.
All right. Well, we will see you in the late model stock later tonight. Good luck in that series.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Riley Frost, second place again. I mean, that was one heck of a race. I know that the caution was not in your favor at all. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to see. I thought I finally had that Jacob Schneider beat, but like yellow came out. I was in trouble.
Yeah, that's kind of what we said on the broadcast too. Like, you had a heck of a lead over everybody. Now, I will say the reason that you got so far ahead of Roger and Jacob is because they were Roger was blocking for about 10 laps. So he was helping you out a whole lot. You were a half a track ahead. There's no way that Jacob could have caught you without a caution. But he blocked one too many times and chopped the nose of Jacob one more time. And, well, that was all she wrote for that, and it caused a caution. It was an automatic caution. So, yeah, but that battle, the last few laps there, the last 4 laps with Jacob, you kept it clean. Y'all barely made any contact at all, so I'm proud of y'all for that. That was a good showing. That was awesome to watch.
Yeah, I just overcooked that last corner. That was all my fault.
Yeah, I noticed for the last 2 laps you were on the outside, and on the straights you had the lead, but on the curves he was getting the lead. So if you would have been able to just take it a little easy on that final corner, it would have been a whole lot closer, that's for sure.
Yeah, I screwed that up, but oh well.
It is what it is. Hey, that was a difference between him showing up and him not showing up right at the last minute.
Yeah, I thought I finally found a way to beat him when he didn't show up, but he was there.
Yep. Well, are you going to race in the late model stocks?
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you in that race. You want to make any shout-outs before we move on?
You guys for putting all this on.
Really appreciate you racing with us, buddy. And I'll probably see you after the race in the late model stocks.
Hopefully.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Jacob Schneider with another victory, 3 in a row in the street stocks. I would say 6 in a row or 5 in a row, something like that in the short tracks altogether. You got here at the last minute. Your wife got you signed in. Take us through that whole race, buddy. That was awesome to watch.
Yeah, I turned no practice laps or anything, and the setup was a lot better this week than last week. But I didn't know what I was getting into going off into turn 1, so I took it kind of easy. I expected yellows, so I wasn't like super aggressive coming through the field. And then, it looked like it was going to go green, and I was going to settle for Sangit, really. And then the battle for Sangit just became just weird. I don't know what to even. I was getting blocked high, blocked low.
Oh yeah, he was blocking you everywhere. He was blocking you everywhere.
Yeah, I was just gonna take the EOL. I mean, if I deserved it, I was gonna take it. I wouldn't argue about it, but I feel like I wasn't given too much of a choice, but to split the bumper to him.
That's kind of what the officials felt about that as well. I mean, Roger was. I'm not faulting him. I mean, he knew that you were faster. He knew that he had to do, that was all he could do to get a second place finish, honestly.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. If someone ran me down from a straightaway away, I wouldn't race them all that hard. I would have just taken third. And really, it sucks for Frost because we would have never caught him. And this is kind of a bad look. I took someone out, didn't get an EOL, and then beat Frost in the restart. But I guess that's short track racing for you.
Yeah, it was tough racing, but one thing you can say is the race between you and Frost was very clean. No contact was made. That's kind of how you guys have raced all season long so far against each other.
Yeah, I really like racing Riley. I'm not sure we've touched each other yet.
Not really. I mean, just a slight contact that you would normally have in short track racing.
Yeah, just 0x stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I did say earlier that was your first incident points of the whole season. So
both series. I think it's my first incident points in IndyCar too.
Yeah, that's one thing about Roger. He's very aggressive. So at least you know that now. And when you come up on him next time, you're gonna have to find a strategy or just move him out of the way or whatever, right?
I really thought when I got to his outside, I'd be fine, but then he started pushing me into the fence. So then,
yeah, you made contact with the wall a couple times.
That's when I had to get elbows out, and I don't like racing like that. But
it happens.
Hopefully we don't have to keep doing that. But I'm sure he thinks he owes me one, so it's fine. Whatever happens, it's fine.
Well, again, congratulations on yet another big victory here. It was basically like the first week you were here, you had to go from the back and run everybody down. It was exciting to watch.
Yeah, we're glad I could put a good race on for the fans.
Absolutely. We want to make any shout-outs before we move on to the late models.
Yeah, shout out Riley Frost. That was his win. He got it kind of stolen from him there. Good luck to him in the late models.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate you racing with us, and we will probably see you after the race at late models. Good luck.
See you, Justin. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So that is the end of the street stock race here at Concord. And I'm going to save the replay. And we'll take a short break. I just want to say a shout out to GridFinder. You want to go sign up on GridFinder, you can find tons of leagues there. It's a great place to find different leagues. PRA is on there. My alternate league, ESRA, is on there. So, yeah, if you want to go and check out the leagues that are there, we have our entire main schedule that people want to put on GridFinder on there. We have a few that don't, but yeah, if you want to see our entire schedule, it's gridfinder.com/C Prodigy Racing Association. I have it typed in the chat whenever I first started the broadcast, so you can scroll all the way up and see the link to our grid finder. So we'd like to, if you want to sign up for any of our iRacing leagues, they are mandatory. We got an upcoming NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series league, like we were talking about earlier with Joey Kuba. So if you want to join NASCAR, we got an IndyCar on Tuesday nights. We have GT3s on Friday nights. We have the NASCAR League coming on Saturday nights, and we have dirt oval racing on Sunday nights. Right now, it's postponed due to real life things that are going on with our officials. So whenever that comes back, that'll be on our social media, and you'll be informed. But we will take a 5-minute break here so I can get some water and get refreshed for the next race, because the next race is going to be probably more chaotic than the street stocks were, because the late model stocks are a whole lot faster. So I will be right back, and we thank you for watching here at PRA Network. All right. Sorry about the wait. I am back. And I'm ready to start late model stock series. Before we begin the broadcast for the practice session, we are going to go over last week's race results. Standings for this coming race. So, without further ado, Racer Hub. And just like in the Street Stocks, Jacob Schneider is the points lead, is the winner of last week's Langley Speedway. He led all 50 laps of the race. Got all the bonus points for the both leading all the laps, leading one lap, and a pole position. We saw Landon Lacey, his teammate, finish the race in second place. Riley Frost in third. Jake Handlevick came in fourth. Chucky Walden in fifth. Dylan Davis in sixth. Austin LeBlanc in seventh. And Lance Sater in eighth. We had a couple that were EOL, or not EOLs, LPPs, not EOLs, sorry, provisionals. And that was running order. We had 8 cars last week. I have everything. And this is the current point standings for tonight's race. Got Jacob Schneider in the points lead. He is 11 points ahead of Riley Frost. Riley Frost is 4 points ahead of Jake Handlevick. Jake Raven, I still didn't. Dang, and I have 1 minute to do so. If I can get that set before he gets in. Should be Jake Raven before the start of this event. Apologize that it took me 3 weeks to get that in there. The lobby is not up yet. So, we'll continue. Jake Raven is third. Lance Sater is fourth. Landon Lacey is in fifth. Got an an LPP for the first week. So it puts him right up there in the running order. Austin LeBlanc in sixth. Chucky Walden in seventh. Dylan Davis in eighth. And the rest have been LPP provisionals mostly. All right. We're just waiting for the lobby to come up. And so I will just say here that probably see the top 2 being Riley Frost and Jacob Schneider, unless Landon Lacey race, and he'll be up there too. That's the predicted order, but who knows? Anything could happen. Just waiting for the lobby to pop up. I think it's up. Yep. It is. Post in our Discord. About to hear the sound of the late model stock roar. Few moments. And while we wait, I'm going to say this broadcast is brought to you by Grid Finder. And we are on track. Seems that my overlays are bugging out. So that real quick. There we go. We got the overlays back. Cool. Cars on the track, Riley Frost and Dylan Davis. Practice is underway. Again, the late model stocks is an open setup series. So you can bring your own setup, or you can use the one we provide weekly from drives like S Speed Shop. I'll let Flashbang fully advertise that. Sorry that I'm talking slow. I'm working with Discord and things while trying to do this at the same time. So, before we get started, Landstaters, here, there is a wager going on that if he spins during the race, he gets a new nickname. And we will share that nickname when and if it happens. In honor of our buddy below, Cody Johnson. Dylan Davis, currently the top position practice of the three that are out there. Jacob Schneider's getting some laps. Right on board with him. Currently a little bit more than 7 minutes left in practice. Still at this time with a little bit more than 5 minutes remaining. Jacob Schneider is second. Dylan Davis is first. Ooh, big accident. All right, it looks like Jacob Schneider, since I've been looking away, sorry, I've been dealing with messages. Schneider is now on the point in the practice with 4 minutes remaining. Dylan Davis is a 10th off. So far we have 5 cars. Six cars. All right. Apologize for the silence, but taking this time during this practice session just to answer some questions and messages that I'm getting. Race Labs UI was not coming up. I apologize for that popping up there. One minute remaining in practice. All right, practice session is over. We're going to see a lot faster lap times this time than in the street stocks. Jacob Snyder's first lap is a 15.422. Riley Frost is 0.3 off with a 15.746. 7.45. Lance Sater with a 15.922, and Austin LeBlanc with a 15.932. Like we're gonna have 6 cars in the race tonight. We had 8 last week. Now we got 6. All right. It looks like everybody that is here is qualified.
Alrighty, everybody. Same verse. I'm sorry. You know what? I had a saying for that, and I forgot what the hell it was going to be. Anyway, if you're here for the first race, thank you for making that as clean as possible. I specify as possible. As I said in the first session, I will call it down the middle. Boys and girls, have at it. Do what you need to do to get around people. If you do it in an egregious way, if I could learn to talk tonight, I will penalize you as I see fit. If you got a problem with me, you can take it up with me. I don't have an issue with that. I can handle it like an adult. For those of you that have not raced at all this season, which I don't think is anybody in here, welcome to the shit show. Is there any questions before we start this race? Cool. Thank you for participating tonight, and I hope you guys have a good race. And behave. Don't piss me off, and I won't have to piss you off. So, let's do it.
All right. That is the spiel of the night from Flashbang. I need to turn off the drive. Self on race control. I don't know why it's showing Lance Sater. Don't need Sater. Jacob Schneider is our pole sitter for tonight's event. Followed by Dylan Davis in second. Riley Frost is going to line up in third. Austin LeBlanc in fourth. Lance Sater in fifth. Jake Raven in sixth. There's going to be 6 cars here tonight. All right. Getting ready for green flag racing here. Just a couple of minutes. Gonna be 6 cars in the field. Next week, we'll be going to South Boston. And then we'll have 2 weeks off because I will not be able to be here. And I want to be able to broadcast all of our races. And I can't be here for 2 weeks. And then we'll end the season in Tennessee at Nashville Fairgrounds and Bristol Motor Speedway. Getting ready for some green flag racing. I already went through the starting lineup. You just saw all the graphics and clicking things on and off. I was looking at some stuff. If Jacob Schneider wins this race, he will have 6 total wins in the short track league. And that will put him in number 1 of all the winners of the short track league. He's tied with Roger Saucier at this point with 5. Wins this race, he'll have 6. And just so you know, he's raced 6 races in our short track league. Right now, he's at 100% win percentage. He hasn't won them all in the IndyCar series, though. "20 seconds before we start the green flag, the caution flag, to get going for some pace laps. It looks like Shannon Milliken is actually gridding for a 7th car in the field. Here we go. Pace car is getting ready to move off. Running order will be Jacob Schneider, Dylan Davis, Austin LeBlanc, Riley Frost, Jake Raven, Lance Sater, and Shannon Milliken is actually gridding for this race. Just as an extra car in the field. You. Looking from Jacob Schneider back at the field. Next time by, we'll go green flag racing again here at Concord Speedway. We had 1 caution in the street stocks, so let's see what will take place here in the late model stocks. The pace car is off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. The lights are on. Green flag. Starts and restarts are always on the leader in this league. The short tracks. We got Riley Frost on the inside of Dylan Davis. Dylan made a good qualifying effort. He was the fastest in practice until Jacob showed up. I mean, no offense by that. I mean, we have seen already that Jacob is bad fast. So with only 7 cars in the field, it'll make them real easy to keep pace. Riding on board with Austin LeBlanc. see Riley Frost in front of him. Second, third, and fourth. Dylan Davis, Riley Frost, Austin LeBlanc. Lance Sater in fifth, Jake Raven in sixth. Looks like Shannon has already pitted. He went in at lap 3. This is the closest battle right now on the track between Riley Frost and Austin LeBlanc. Austin's really trying to get to the back bumper of Riley Frost right now. Looks like Jake Raven got around Lance Sater. Lance got a 2X. Let's take a look at why. He really got into the outside wall pretty hard there. All right. Jacob Schneider has a 1.6 second lead over Dylan Davis. 37 laps to go. Really 5 cars in contention now. Lance Sater hit the wall and has had to pit, and he's now coming out right in front of the leaders. We heard somebody get into the wall there. We're pretty spread out right now. Jacob Schneider has a commanding lead over Dylan Davis, 1.7 seconds. Dylan Davis is back there, holding off Riley Frost right now. He's half a second ahead of Riley. Riley is now 9/10 of a second ahead of Austin LeBlanc. Little over a second. Looks like Riley's got a new gear and he's picking up the pace. And we just saw Austin smack the wall there. And he's spinning it right in front of Jake Raven, and there's oh man. Austin's car is, I don't know what's going on with it there. We just caught that on the live stream. Poor Jake Raven got involved. There was nowhere for him to go. Austin's car, holy cow. Wow. It is destroyed. He's gonna have to take that thing to the pit if he can even control it. He's gonna make it to the pit. And meanwhile, he is dirt tracking it. And I mean, Jake Raven had nowhere to go on that one. That is unfortunate for Jake. We'll watch another camera view. He hits the wall and it just knocks him sideways right in front of Raven. There's nowhere Raven could have went. We're going to watch this from Raven's point of view. We're going to keep it to the cockpit. Oh, yeah. That last little bit. Let's watch that one more time. He hits the wall. Go fourth of the speed here. He is trying to save it. Going into turn 2. But there is nowhere for Raven to go. And that that just destroys LeBlanc's car. He was driving sideways all the way around the track after that. We're getting ready to go green flag. Looks like Jake Ravens decided not to pit. So he led that lap. He got a lap led. As Jacob Schneider gets around him. So we're back to single file racing. The 81 of Jacob Schneider, 37 of Jake Raven, 1-2. Dylan Davis in 4th. Riley Frost in 5th. I'm sorry. Dylan Davis in 3rd. Riley Frost in 4th. Austin LeBlanc 5th. And then Lance Sater is a lap down in 6th. It looks like Dylan Davis is trying to make a inside push on Jake Raven right now. Raven's car is probably harder to drive with that front end pushed in. Who knows? It might have made it handle better. Might have been what he needed to make the car feel better. I'm sure it's probably going to make his radiator overheat. Got 21 laps to last. Now Dylan Davis has made it back to 2nd place. Riley Frost is trying to reel him in. Coming out of turn number 1, going down the back stretch, turn 2. Like you heard Shannon say earlier, this is like a miniature Pocono. Jake Raven is now back to 5th. You know that car is probably handling worse than it was. But he got a lap led out of it, so. That's a bonus point, honestly. And there's a full course yellow. What did I miss? Is it Lance Sater? It is. It is. It looks like we got. We might have a nickname. Let's go see Lance Sater. Let's go watch. And we have Loop-de-Loop Sater. Loop-de-Loop Sater. I'm going to say it again. It's Loop-de-Loop Sater. He has loop-de-looped one more time. Oh, okay. Let's see that from another view. See that from another view. He's going down turn number 3 right here. And just loses it. Coming out of turn 3. That's twice Jake Raven's been behind somebody that's spun out. But now we have Loop-de-Loop Sater. Loop-de-Loop Sater. And he has earned his new nickname. So let's get this back going live. Oh, all right. I like to have fun. Cody Johnson in the Discord. I just changed Lance Sater's name in the Discord to Loop-de-Loop Sater, and I beat below to it. Oh, you love to see it. We're going green flag racing. Let's get serious. Green flag, here we go. Gonna have 10 laps to go the next time by. Riley Frost now has the inside of Dylan Davis, and Austin LeBlanc's gonna try to take it to the inside also, but he wasn't able to get there. Gonna ride on board with Jake Raven, who can see this entire battle going on in front of him. Oh, Austin LeBlanc hits the wall, gets a 2X off of that. Oh, he hits the wall again. That's not good. He's already used his fast repair. Now Dylan Davis is trying to run down Riley Frost again. The good battle right here. Second place. Dylan Davis is looking out his windshield towards Riley Frost. You can see Jacob Schneider has a 1.6 second lead now. 3 laps to go. Is Dylan Davis gonna get his best finish of the season? He just washed wide there, and Jake Raven is now catching him. Did Jake get a fast repair? I think he did. I think he got fresh tires and a fast repair. He is trying to get third place from Dylan Davis. We're going to have a white flag this time by. Jacob Schneider is crossing the line now. He is the leader. Riley Frost second, and Jake Raven's on the inside of Dylan Davis. This is the closest battle on the track right now for third place. Is Jake Raven going to get third, or is it Dylan Davis? They're into each other. They're into each other. It's sliding. And it's Dylan Davis across the line before Jake Raven. Oh my gosh, what a finish there for third place. But all congratulations have to go to Jacob Snyder for his 6th win in a row in the short track series. That makes him the most winningest driver in short track league history in PRA with 6 wins. Congratulations to Jacob Snyder. And so our final running order: Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Dylan Davis, Jake Raven, Austin LeBlanc, Lance Sater, and Shannon Milliken drove 3 laps around the track. And, he finished 7th. So, let's get everybody in. Top 3, come into the Discord. We'll interview you. That's Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, and Dylan Davis. Dylan Davis, 3rd place. That is your best finish of the season in any of the series. Man, take us back on that race. Give us your thoughts, man. I know it's disappointing to get 3rd and almost finish 4th because you ran 2nd for most of that race.
Yeah, that last restart, Riley was inside of me there pretty quick, and if you're not down low on the restart, it's hard to get around here. But hey, I'm happy I didn't wreck, didn't get wrecked. It was good. I'm happy.
Yeah, that was an amazing race. We're gonna watch it right now again on the broadcast. You were the talk of the last couple of laps there. You and Jake Raven were side by side. You got into each other on turn 3, and you were sideways, but neither one of you wrecked going to the line. You kept it straight.
Yeah, those last 2 or 3 laps, my right front was gone, and he caught me there like in the tri-oval pretty quick, and I knew he was going to shoot inside right there on the last lap, so I just tried to block as much as I could, and we got into each other's doors and pretty much, I guess, rode each other's doors through the finish line, and I just got lucky and was in front of him.
You all made that an exciting finish because, both Jacob and Riley were far gone at that point, and you guys just door banging all the way to the finish. That's what we want to see. Nobody wrecking each other. That was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's not the finish you wanted, I know, because you were 2nd in practice, 2nd on qualifying, but just come up 1 short, coming down to 3rd place. But that's a podium finish. That is your best finish of the season.
Yeah, I wish I got 2nd because I feel like we're all racing for 2nd this season with Jacob just literally killing all of us. But, I'll count it as 2nd in my book.
Absolutely, man. Well, you want to make any shout-outs before we move on, buddy?
I guess I'll shout out my wife. I don't know if I'll be on next week or not. We should have a new baby this weekend, so
congratulations
shout
ahead
out to
of
my
time
wife
on that.
for letting me still coming down here and racing.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate it, and good luck on the new baby. Congratulations ahead of time. Hopefully next week you'll still be able to race, but if not, we understand.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Have a good one. Riley Frost, another 2nd place. This is kind of normal for you. Kind of the same spiel again. How's it feel, buddy?
Well, another 2nd place. I don't know what I'm going to do to beat that guy, but we got to figure something out.
Yeah, he's bad fast, that's for sure. He's absolutely shown that all season long. Did you see the race behind you, though?
I was just trying to look forward, really.
Well, that race behind you was almost calamity coming to the corner. But 2nd place, you want to make any shout-outs before we move on, buddy?
You guys for putting these on and everybody watching. That's it.
I appreciate you. I guess we'll see you next week at South Boston.
Right on. Looking forward.
Have a good one.
You too.
And last but not least, Jacob Schneider. That is 6 wins in our PRA short track league, which makes you the winningest driver in our short track league history. So congratulations on that. How does it feel to win another one, buddy?
I guess I should have done a history lesson. I didn't even know. Yeah, it's good, man. I'm gonna feel like I'm a lot better at the late model in the street stock. I gotta earn it in the street stock. But you know, Riley's getting closer. I think if one of these goes green, he'll be tough to beat. But these little halfway breaks we keep getting just fall right into my strategy, and gotten pretty lucky so far not have anything go wrong in 6 races.
Dude, I mean, you've got 2 incident points in 6 races, so that's pretty impressive. That's the least of anybody in the field, except maybe Riley himself.
Yeah, Riley. Yeah, I bet Riley's probably still at 0 in the late model. He may have some street stock gets a little wild sometimes, so he may have some there. But yeah. It's a league for good, hard, clean racing. We had 1 caution in both races tonight, so with 2 cautions and 90 laps of racing, you know, that's pretty good.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was I mean, you know, once you get so far ahead, there's not a whole lot of talk to you about in the race. So the race back to the start finish from the third and fourth place, they were banging all the way there. It was pretty exciting to watch. I
have to go watch it back.
Yeah, I'm not sure you could have seen that in your rear view mirror because you were like half a track ahead of everybody there. But yeah, I mean,
I thought the race was for second and third, and then I saw Riley got a gap. I don't know what happened to Dylan because he was quick the first half.
Yeah, he said in the post-race interview that he burned up his right rear, and so he was losing a lot of time because of that. And as we've seen, Riley has been really good at saving tires, so he starts charging near the end of the race. And like you said, the cautions keep hitting right in the middle of the race, and that's hurting him a lot.
Yeah. I hope one of these does go green, though. I think it'll be fun. The 2 different strategies of me trying to get a lead early and then save, and then him do the opposite, you know, save first and then push at the end.
Yeah,
it'll be fun when it goes green.
Oh yeah, I think you 2 guys are racing clean every race, so it'll be fun to see a side-by-side race to the finish between y'all. But yeah, congrats again. You are the most winningest driver in our short track league, so congratulations on that. You are heading. Let me just look for real quick. I got to go to our. I haven't updated our stats channel in a bit, about a couple weeks. The most wins in our league right now, unless I'm mistaken, because I haven't updated it in 2 weeks, is 7. So if you win 1 more, you tie the most wins in all of our league. So
I got 1 IndyCar, so I think that puts me 7.
Oh yeah, so I need to update the stats. I've just been very busy the last couple of weeks, and I haven't been able to do that. But yeah, so yeah, you are tied for first overall. But yeah, 1 more.
Brad George kid in the IndyCar, he'll wind up probably with that many by the end of the IndyCar. He's going to win every road course. I'm calling it now.
It's possible. I saw the stats. I mean, I'm the one that does them. So yeah, I saw that. He's dominating right now on the road courses.
Yeah, for sure.
And so
we got an oval tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. What is that? Is that Homestead tomorrow?
I look past today. I barely got through today.
Yeah, you barely made it today.
Yep, it's 60 laps at Homestead.
All right, yeah, I was talking to Orion, our broadcaster for that earlier, and he said something about Homestead, so I was assuming that's what tomorrow's race is. And so if anybody's watching the broadcast right now, you want to see Jacob Snyder race again on an oval, it'll be tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on PRA Network on Twitch, and it'll be IndyCars at Homestead. So you've already won 1 race in that series. You think you got a chance tomorrow night in Homestead?
It'll be a lot closer than tonight, I think, with all the draft, you know. At Homestead, I don't know, we'll be going probably 4 or 5 wide in the corners, so
that'll be amazing to watch.
I think there's gonna be some luck involved tomorrow, and I'm probably better at a late model than an Indy car, so I don't know. I'll take a top 3 tomorrow.
Well, we thank you again, and if you want to give a shout out to your YouTube and anything else, you got the floor.
Yeah, if you want to check out what I'm doing in real life, the reason I was late tonight is I was testing my new late model at the local short track, and we just got back kind of late. So check out JacobSchneiderRacing.com or on YouTube. I'm sorry, I don't have a website. Jacob Schneider Racing on YouTube. Spelled just like it is here on iRacing.
That's awesome. Yeah, if you I'll put that in the chat next week. If you remind me, I'll put your link in there for everybody to go and watch what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Yep, and we thank you again.
What's next week?
South Boston.
Okay, cool.
We got South Boston, and then we have a 2-week break because I can't be here for holiday reasons. And then the final 2 races we will end in Tennessee. We'll be at Nashville Fairgrounds and then Bristol Motor Speedway for the finale.
2 big tracks at the end.
Yep.
Big tracks for a short track league.
Yep. Bristol's my favorite track in the world, so I always put it on there.
Yeah, we need it.
Well, we thank you again for joining us, Jacob, and congratulations again.
Thank you for putting these races on.
Absolutely. And I did throw a shout out to something that we're working on next year in this league. So look for some announcements on that in the coming months.
Keep my eyes open.
Absolutely. We thank you, buddy, and we'll see you next week. And good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
And so with that rounds up race number 3 for the Street Stocks Asphalt Assault Series and the Late Model Stock Series. Here at Concord, Jacob Schneider sweeps again. Almost didn't make the first race. Even posted an LPP before the race began because he didn't think he was going to make it. But he was able to make it. And the reason he wasn't able to make it to begin with was because of his real race car. And so he races in real life and late models. So I'm just glad he's here. Let's hope that we can get some more people for these late models. 6 cars in the field is a little low. I would like to get back to about 10. I'm going to do some recruiting this coming week when I'm off my holiday. So look for some posts on our Facebook, Twitch, Reddit. We are on every social media. So I'll be posting everywhere for the late models. We got plenty of people showing up for street stocks, and usually we get some residual cars on the field in the field for the street stocks from those that are joining for late models, because I mean the street stocks are free. You don't have to pay an extra fee to use them, and you're already here for late models. Might as well just race another street stock race. It's an hour before the late model. It gives you some track time. I know the cars don't drive the same, but at least you get some track time and understand the lines and stuff that you take. But yeah, we like to see some more drivers in the late models. I'd like to see 10 to 15 drivers. That would be great. In both series, 10 to 15, I'd be satisfied with that every race. I know that once we get to the paid tracks like Fairgrounds and Bristol, we'll probably drop off tremendously in our car count. But, you know, it is what it is. Again, we'll see you next week here on PRA Network 2 on YouTube for South Boston. And we'll see you tomorrow on PRA Network Twitch. For the IndyCar series, you'll have Orion I hosting the series for you. And next week will be South Boston, but then we'll have a 2-week break. Won't be here for 2 weeks. So for 2 Mondays in a row, you will not see anything short track related. Then we will be back in October for the final 2 races in Tennessee, and we'll crown a champion. And the champion will get $50 per championship. So if it's Jacob Snyder in both, he'll get $50 in the street stocks, and he'll get $50 in the late model stocks. And there's a prize pool for second place, and there's a prize pool for third place as well. So there's still money to be won, even if you're not going to win the championship. So I encourage everybody to join. We are looking for sponsors. If you're watching, anybody want to sponsor one of our series, not just our short tracks, but the IndyCar series, the new NASCAR series that's coming, our Dirt Oval series, our GT3 series, any of them. If you want to sponsor one of PRA's iRacing series, send me a message. I'm Justin Phoenix on Discord. My @ is Phoenix Cross. That's how you can find me on Discord. We can chat. We'll talk about things, and you can you'll get your logo plastered all over our live stream. Right now, we don't, in the short track league, we don't have any sponsors. Grid Finder and Sim Racer Hub are not affiliated with us, not yet. I have a lot of respect for the admins over at Grid Finder as well as Sim Racer Hub. So I'm glad to share their logos and share their likeness here live for you all. If you want to join Grid Finder, it's gridfinder.com. Want to join Sim Racer Hub, it's simracerhub.com. Simracerhub.com is a great place to do stats and point standings and stuff for iRacing. Grid Finder is a great place to find where leagues are that are hosting for you. So if you want an iRacing league or an Assetto Corsa league or an AMS2 league or RecFest, all of that is on Grid Finder. You can find it all. You can also see your point standings and race results on there, but everybody has to get signed up. And that seems to be the challenge, honestly. I'm just being transparent live. I've already talked with the admins over at Grid Finder about it. The issue is always getting everybody signed up on Grid Finder. Even when you make it mandatory, sometimes people just don't do it. And when you're running low on car counts, you want to keep the people racing anyway, whether they sign up or not. So it is what it is. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, Grid Finder, Sim Racer Hub, we thank you all for doing what you do, and we thank you for helping us out when we need help. And so for everybody here, for Shannon Milliken, for everybody in the PRA League, I'm Justin Phoenix. We thank you for watching PRA Network 2 on YouTube, PRA_Network on Twitch. We'll see you